like you forgot. I call a shot. Like blah, blah, blah. Y'all should know me well enough.
Rasta Jamaican in the United States of America.
Ashensia, drop double R, fuck a beamer. Grass green, but me still hustle for make it greener. More cheese pan my bread, it look like pizza. VVS, so cold, straight out of my freezer. I'm in a plate like the dealer. Top shadows and squeezers. In a top to bum bitch, my time feeders. Hot head, fever, top model, diva. Top bottles with the champion, handle the ball like Kyrie. Ivy, Benny, she decide. Lipstick, red like it's Ferrari. You gon' make me flash on a bitch like a paparazzi. I'm too fly to crash up, but fucking kamikaze. Shensia, drop double R, fuck a beamer. Like a shot like trigger finger, I'm a stinger. My outfit a murder, it's a felony. Bitches all in my business without an LLC. And I do this shit for practice. I done so many bitches, I might put them on my taxes. Caribbean Serena with the racket. I ain't going back and forth with bitches cause they ratchet. Them a real blood clot man muscat. Can't start beef cause the water run deep. I got the type of money that can put you 6 feet. Call myself to sleep in $10,000 sheets. Bitches look like lumps, say a graceless. Big game.
Very, very secure woman. Trust me. She's learned that quality matters more than quantity. She doesn't need a crowd to validate her worth. Her confidence comes from within, not from the approval of others. She's not afraid to stand alone because she knows her own strength. She's selective with her energy and who she lets into her life. She's seen the fake friendships, the drama, and the gossip, and she's walked away from all of it. She's built a life that's peaceful and drama-free, and she's happier for it. She doesn't need to be surrounded by people to feel complete. She's comfortable in her own company. She knows that true friends are rare, and she'd rather have a few real ones than a bunch of fake ones. Her small circle is made up of people she can truly trust, people who have proven their loyalty. She doesn't waste time on meaningless relationships.
What's going on, everyone? This is Star. Welcome to the channel. And how was your week? My week was fine, thank you. Listen. So today we're going to speak about Diddy. But first I'm going to share a video of a young woman that attended a celebrity party. And she has a story of what happened to her at that party. Now, trigger warning on the video because the woman gets very emotional. So I want to put that out there now. Is the clip ready? Okay, go ahead and roll the video. Thank you.
And all of a sudden, I realize that I'm in the studio. The music's low, the lights are dim, but you can still see everything. And I realize that I'm in the studio with Diddy and Kanye, and they're both off their shit. And there's 3 other men, an executive that works with Kanye, his engineer, and his cousin, and me, alone. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Okay. And I haven't started freaking out yet. Like, I know what the situation is. I know, I know this is a bad place to be in, but I don't really feel scared yet, you know? Because I'm like, there's other people around. There's other men around, and I know them. Like, I've known them for a while. Like, nothing bad's gonna happen. And I'm standing there, and I realize that so this is like a pretty, sizable studio. There's, the glass doors, the couch there, a console, another console, the screen, all of that. But it's, it's pretty big, but you can still see and talk to everyone easily. And I realize that I'm standing really close to the exit. And it's a glass door, and it opens in. And I'm standing pretty close to it. And I realize all of a sudden that Kanye and Diddy have realized that I'm the only girl in the room. And they're like fucked out of their minds, and they start coming towards me, and they're like, don't you want to take your clothes off? Like, it's so hot in here. And I'm like, no, fine, I'm fine like this. And they're like, come on, like, it's just us, like, we're all just friends, like, let us just see like how you look. And I'm like, okay, I'm fine. And I still haven't gotten scared yet, you know? Like, I'm still this is a bad situation, I'm creeped out, but there's no reason to panic, there's other men here. Yeah, so they're coming towards me, and I'm like, okay, this is fucked. I don't know where my manager is, I don't know where anyone is. And they're coming towards me more, and they're trying to take my clothes off. And I'm like at that point where I'm like, this is not good, but I'm still trying to play it off. Just stop, you guys are fucking stupid. Get out of here, don't touch me. Did this just freeze? Okay, so let me just get to the point. So they start trying, they're pawing at me. They're both drunk, probably on something else. And I start to get a little bit apprehensive because I'm pretty much backed up against the wall. There's only one exit, and I'm pressed up against this door. And I'm still not completely terrified yet, but I'm like, you guys stop, stop. And they're getting to the point where they have ripped my shirt off, and I'm almost fully exposed at this point, and they're both coming at me, and I'm like, you guys, seriously, this isn't funny anymore. And I look to my left where his executive is. We know him pretty well. We've been around him a lot. He's literally 3 feet away from me. If I reached and he reached to, like we could touch, like he's that close. And I look and I'm like, hey, like I give that look where I'm just like, come on, like step in, like this isn't cool, like you're a grown man, like you're like 50 years old, I know you have a family, like you know this isn't right, like do something. And this is the part that for as long as I live, I will never fucking forget. It isn't actually the aspect of being sexually assaulted. That's not what haunts me. It's this. It's as these two grown men were pawing at me, trying to take my clothes off, I look over to this man asking for help, and I literally mouth the word help. And we lock eyes. And he looks away. I'm like, okay, there's two more men in the room. And I look to his engineer next, who's sitting right next to him. And I know that he's married, and he just had a little baby girl. And I'm like, okay, he's gonna do something. And I look at him next, and I'm like, okay, like, do something, say something, do anything. And he looks down at his phone and starts texting. And then I was like, oh, fuck. I look at Kanye's cousin next, and I'm like, do something, you know, like fucking do something. And he spins his chair around. And that's when that like gut-wrenching fear set in. And I was like, oh shit, no one's fucking saving me tonight. No one's gonna do anything. No one's gonna do fucking anything. And that's when I was truly fucking scared. At this point, they had ripped my shirt off, and they were trying to get my pants off. And I realized that I was completely alone. And I closed my eyes for a second, and I was like, God help me.
Now let's talk about men, power, and money, because a lot of them feel that women should just drop their clothes and sleep with them, no matter what. And it's not just celebrities, it's also powerful businessmen. We see it every day. I seen a woman on TikTok, and she was discussing how her husband brought her home HIV and herpes. Can you imagine? That's crazy. It's so many women that have been essayed by very powerful men. And I think until the end of the year, we're going to hear a whole lot of these stories about how young women have been essayed by these celebrities. And the stories are coming out now. Now let's talk about Diddy, because they say Diddy is spilling the beans. He's telling on everybody in the industry. I mean, misery loves company, right? I guess Diddy says, hey, I'm not going down by myself. I'm taking everybody with me. And now Diddy's alleged victims are starting to come forward. Go ahead and roll that clip, please.
The internal pain after being sexually assaulted has been incredibly deep and hard to put into words. It goes beyond just physical harm caused by and during the assault.
Uh-oh, Diddy, it's time to break out your checkbook. Now, before I get out of here, I want to answer some questions for the ladies that have been asking me questions about what I'm going through. And they asked me, why are you still working with these people? You have to get away from them. I'm not around these people. Haven't been around those people for years. They're trying to hold on to me and cipher my energy because they manifest off me. They've been manifesting off me for years, and they're scared because now they have to get out here and get it on their own. The whole smear campaign was to make me feel bad because they can no longer manifest off me. They can no longer steal from me, and they're angry about that. I grew up watching my father take care of my mother. My father was a go-getter, no fear, unapologetically. But you got men now, they want to get taken care of like Instagram hoes. They want to lay back and be fully taken care of. Bitch, not over here. If you looking to be taken care of like a bitch, do not come this way. See, what these people did to me, they thought it was funny. Oh, we're stealing from her. We're stealing her energy. Bitch, it was a chess game. I was watching you the whole time, strategically making my move. You fell into my trap. It's chess, not checkers, baby. See, instead of you investing in an education, you was too busy at Louis Vuitton. Now, how does it feel to be trapped. It's not fun when the rabbit got the gun, is it? All these years you all have been putting on a front like you're rich, and it was never your money. Now tell me something. Who's the one that's really broke? I'm Star, the real magician. Good night.